I'm Michael Halloran, the Executive Director of the Parmenter Foundation. The Parmenter Foundation empowers metrowest residents affected by serious illness, end of life, or hardship to build strength and resiliency in times of crisis and beyond. We accomplish this by identifying, funding, and partnering with trusted nonprofits that bring high-quality programs and services to our neighbors. We'd like to share with you a few of their stories, and to show you how the generosity of our donors has had a meaningful impact for so many. We know that access to healthy food and nutrition is vital. The Parmenter Food Pantry provides food for those in need, and we are proud to have been supporting this Wayland program for decades.
The food pantry is funded through the Parmenter Foundation. Without them, I would not be able to provide any of the fresh food that we give to the families each month. We know pretty much everybody, so we can kind of parcel out all the fresh food accordingly. If I know there's a little child in the family, we send graham crackers, we send cereal bars, we send extra clementines so that the child can bring his own snack into class and have one like everybody else.
In addition to good nutrition, our neighbors need access to good health care. We sought out and continue to support the metrowest free medical program, which provides health care for the uninsured and underinsured in our community.
To be honest, as an executive director of a small nonprofit organization, there's no better phone call to get than from a foundation that says, we've done some research on you and we think that your organization is doing good work and we want to get to know you better. It was so exciting to be able to talk about ways that Parmenter could support our work and help us to really amplify the Parmenter mission within the Metro West communities. We have volunteers from the community providing care to their friends and neighbors who need it. While there are about 95% of people in Massachusetts have health insurance at some point during the year, there are thousands of individuals who lack access to health insurance coverage, and they lack access to care. Just because you have health insurance doesn't mean you can find a doctor who takes that insurance. It's wonderful to be able to offer medical interpreter services and know that everyone walks out having gotten the care that they need and that they understand.
When you can speak the language, we need a third part to be the conduit. We help the patient to establish a therapeutic relationship with their providers, because beyond the problem of the access per se, they had the barrier of the language.
For 70 years, care and compassion has been at the heart of what Parmenter stands for. We are honored to fund the award-winning children's bereavement program Heart Play, a unique program that Parmenter created almost 25 years ago. It is a program that provides support during a time of crisis and continues over time to help children and teens build support and resiliency for their future.
Heart Play is a free bereavement program for children, teens, young adults, and individuals with special needs. It is a program that offers groups, individual sessions, and home visits for anyone in our community who has experienced the death of someone important in their lives. Children who experience death are known to be at higher risk for mental health concerns such as anxiety, depression, decreased academic performance in school, high-risk behaviors, and even PTSD. Our unique programming really meets the child where they are, so we can use age-appropriate techniques to really encourage them to express themselves, to get peer support, and to move forward with the grieving process. They don't have many chances to talk about this. They are not given the same opportunities that adults might have to discuss it. So we really try to empower the kids socially to promote really good friendships and social relationships. These kids are incredible. They have so much inside of them. They have the strength, the courage, the kindness, the compassion. But for them to know that they are not alone makes a huge difference. Another thing we do to really help kids with this process is we have teen mentors joining our group of younger kids. It's not just another helper, it's somebody who's been through it too and can really speak to their experience.
Heart play means everything to me. It was never easy kind of losing my brother when I was at such a young age, but it's just a special feeling of security that you're there and everyone understands, and there's a really good feeling of empathy that you're not really going to get anywhere else. When you see a kid and you know that they're becoming more comfortable with you and they're kind of breaking out of their shell, it's really awesome. It's taught me to be kind of the selfless person that I want to be.
We are also honored to support Camp Aaron Boston. Created with the breadth of knowledge gained from the Heart Play Grief program, it adds a summer camp experience. We're so fortunate to support not one, but two exceptional programs to help children and teens grieve.
Camp Aaron Boston is a phenomenal experience. It's a bereavement camp for children and teens, ages 6 to 17, who have experienced the death of someone significant in their lives. It is offered free of charge to all campers and their families. The highlight, I would say, of the camp weekend is the luminary ceremony on Saturday night, where the kids all build a candle in memory of their person, and as the sun is setting on the beach, we light the candles and set them on a raft that goes out into the lake. And while they are doing that, we have wonderful singers who perform a song that the kids have written. And then after that, what could be better than s'mores and a big dance in the gym? So we kind of release all that emotion again. 3 days can make a profound difference in someone's life. And more importantly, they learn that there are kind people in the world. There are people that care about them and their story. Without the Parmenter Foundation support, we would not be able to run these programs. And I firmly believe that these programs make a huge difference in the lives of many, many families in our communities.
The Parmenter Foundation celebrates and strives to support innovative programs that help the most vulnerable in our community. Behavioral health partner metrowest inspired us with their creation of a more efficient mental health referral line so that many more of our neighbors can access the help they need.
We are the entry point into services for individuals. People with mental health and substance use needs, they want the same things that everyone wants. They want a good life. They want to be healthy. They want a family and a relationship and a job. And they really just want to achieve everyday life like we do. And so to help those individuals to get whatever it is that they need to be able to achieve a good quality, healthy life, that's really what we're all about. Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that people tend to wait 3 to 6 months for mental health appointments. The referral line has been able to secure appointments within 4 to 6 weeks for most of our callers, and we're pretty proud of that. Without the support of the Parmenter Foundation, people would be back to looking for services on their own and delaying getting the help that they need.
Preparation for a loved one's end of life is never easy. We support the Miriam Boyd Parlin Hospice residents so that families that lack resources are able to provide a dignified, high-quality, end-of-life hospice experience for their loved one.
The Parlin residence, it's a 10-bed facility that allows us to offer hospice care in a very home-like setting. The patient always needs to be at the center of every decision that we make. Choices are critical to our patients. It's one of the few things that they have left. It empowers them to know that these little decisions that we give them truly enforces that they're on their journey, and we're just so honored to be on it with them. The foundation has awarded us a grant that allows us to support families that wouldn't be able to be at the residence otherwise. Having this service available to people that can't afford it, it's part of our mission. It was part of Jonathan Parmenter's mission, and it's a big part of our mission. Without those dollars, many of our patients would be home with families struggling to take care of them. There's no conversations about, hey, Mom, remember this time or that. We do the heavy lifting so they can get down to the business of being a family.
Shelter is a basic need. Many of our neighbors are vulnerable to losing their housing or to not be able to access housing in our communities. Family Promise metrowest fills the gap for those families that are at risk of becoming homeless or are currently homeless. It's a program that has found great success in its particular brand of offering a hand up and not just a hand out.
What I think people don't realize is that our families are working families and they can make $50,000 a year and still become homeless. It's unconscionable that this is happening in our neighborhoods. And I think that Family Promise is an incredible example of what can happen when a community comes together to make real change. Government's not going to solve the issue of family homelessness. They're just not. That's why organizations like Family Promise and foundations like the Parmenter Foundation really need to make a commitment to these families, because otherwise we'll never be able to solve this issue.
We believe that the strength and resiliency of each seedling at the Parmenter Foundation, along with the dedication of our grantees, plants and nurtures, will create a strong and healthy community. Jonathan Parmenter showed us that a community's investment in its neighbors is critical. We seek to continue his wise and caring legacy. With your support, we look forward to serving this special Metro West community for another 70 years and beyond.